time for Treehouse of Horror 4, an immensely memorable entry of the set responsible for some formative memories and strong admiration then as an adult. It was a fantastic decision to have Bart relay the stories via the paintings, a homage to a Rod Serling program called Night Gallery, which of course I was not at all aware of then, but it was a brilliant method of sharing these unconnected segments. And we are beholden to some of the major classics of the Treehouse of Horror programs, each one a highly memorable outing. First, The Devil and Homer Simpson is quite typically lauded as a major classic sequence in the show's history. Even as a child, I found it thoroughly effective and evidently in its roundabout way poignant. Something about Flanders being the devil was geniusly apt. The most devoutly openly Christian character, someone who embraced all the servings of the Christian schema. But of course he was the devil. Of course he was the devil. Because those types, from our own experience anyway, were so set on pointing out everything we could do to send us to hell, having such eagerness to point out or punish those who would astray from the prescribed behaviour, it was immediately accepted that Flanders was the devil not as an irony, but as a cruel inevitability. The heavily Christian teachers at our school certainly seemed like punishing devils to us. To them it was an irony, to us it was frighteningly, creepily obvious. And as a piece, it is a masterly accomplishment, as Flanders attempts to get Homer his comeuppance after years of mocking ridicule, that's how it feels to us, amidst some of the greatest gags ever composed for the series. Have all the donuts in the world. Unbreakable. You are not smarter than me. Hey Bart, hey. Not only is it brilliant as an exercise in light existential polemic, where these characters are concerned, Homer's hubris, Marge's loyalty, Flanders' Puritan convictions, revealed as the embodiment of all evil, it also doubles as some of the most laughs per minute one will ever witness in any television episode segment. Really one of the best Treehouse of Horror segments of all time, The Devil and Homer Simpson is likely an essential classic in any fan of the show's estimation. Bringing us now to Terror at 5.5 feet. What do I even want to say about this one? One point at a time. It is an utterly brilliant piece of modest yet terrifying scary fiction, the greatest realization of that original Twilight Zone premise, partly because the original is just comical, Shatnerian school of acting, and even George Miller's for 1983 is still a bit over the top and farcical. Near the top of the list of Treehouse of Horror segments in terms of execution, its sheer scariness, and also a seamless, organic hilarity all the way through it. Now, that all being said, fuck this fucking segment. I was a kid once, and this is one of the most irresponsible things they ever did. That nasty little gremlin. No one believing Bart, the bus coming apart gradually, and then that petrifying ending. As a kid, this was just sordid nightmare fuel. But I look back on it fondly. One grows to look back fondly on such trivial fears compared to what awaits beyond the shadow line. One of their greatest ever segments, but fuck me, was this completely terrifying. It happening to Bart, Ned Flanders' head, the creature pursuing him in particular. It utterly haunted me. This is one of the maybe 3 that scared me the most as a child. The fact that there was maybe 1 or 2 more that were more frightening is utterly bewildering. That they did this in another segment, competed with it in another segment, is just totally reckless, and we'll get to those in subsequent Treehouse of Horrors. Christ. Let's move on to the last piece. Bart Simpson's Dracula. This one was quite scary when I was a kid, more playfully wicked than genuinely graphic. Its ending could have been a lot bloodier, and so when it concluded on that somewhat sarcastic note, it was a subtle but sure relief. It was quite spooky to have Bart and Lisa go through Burns' castle, Bart nearly bite Lisa, and then the family going to kill the head vampire. But then when the entire family is revealed to be vampires, quite creepy, indeed, but the creepiest thing of all about it was the nonchalant nature of Marge's reveal. We're all vampires. Sometimes what could be more disturbing, or close, about these segments was how ambivalent the regular characters could be to utterly gruesome or petrifying occasions. As an overall piece, it is an excellently composed work, a superb homage to a stellar film, gloriously animated, impeccably directed, and highly satisfying. I'll consider this overall episode one of the best Treehouse of Horrors they ever did, and arguably the real best stuff is amongst the first 7 of these TOHs, although I believe we still get some fantastic stuff up to 11 even, but I'll go up to 14, At that stage of the show, or by 11 or 12 even, the Treehouse of Horrors are the best things about the seasons of The Simpsons, far, far and away.